learned senior counsel for the appellants submitted that retirement by way of superannuation in respect of government employees is permissible only on the basis of age and not on the basis of length of service. The contention is that retirement by way of superannuation in respect of government employees relates to discharge of an employee on account of attaining a particular age fixed for such retirement, which is uniformly applicable to all employees without discrimination. He submitted that where there is minimum and maximum age of entry into any service, the alternative method of retirement by way of length of service would inevitably result in different age of superannuation of employees holding the same post depending upon their age of entry to the service, and that would result in manifest violation of Article 14 and Article 16 of the Constitution. It would also be inconsistent with the valuable right of a permanent government employee to continue service till the age of superannuation, subject to rules of compulsory retirement in public interest and abolition of post. We are not impressed by the argument of the appellants that impugned provision is arbitrary not only from the point of view of the employees as a whole but also from the point of view of public interest, since the public at large shall be deprived of the benefit of the measure. Senior experience of the senior government employees of the state government felt that it was not fair to deny the large number of educated youth in the state an opportunity of public employment because of existing provisions of retirement from public employment, and accordingly decided to have the impugned provision enacted through the legislative process. We are afraid in the case of mature experience and such provisions may not be held against the public interest. Para. Insofar as factual aspect is concerned, we have no justifiable reason to disbelieve the statement submitted by the state government, indicating that 3098 employees retired on completion of 35 years of service. There is variation because appellants have given the figures of the employees who retired up to March 31, 2010. Be that as it may, it appears that most of the employees retired at the age of 54 and above, and the persons retiring at the age of 53 and only 5.84%. The persons retiring at the age of 52 and below are those who joined the government service at the age of 9 to 17 years, merely because some employees had to retire from public employment on completion of 35 years of service, although they have not completed 55 years of age, does not lead to any conclusion that the impugned enactment is arbitrary, irrational, unfair, and unconstitutional. The fact that provision such as the impugned provision that allows the retirement from public employment on completion of 35 years service is not to be found in other states is of no relevance In any case, there is nothing wrong if the legislation provides for retirement of the government employees based on maximum length of service over